In this video, we're continuing the grind towards being a Geoguessr pro, and we're getting into some niche topics today. I'm taking on the Pedestrian Signs of Europe map to see if I know what different pedestrian signs look like across the continent of Europe. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Geoguessr YouTube channel, where, like I said, today we're getting into a little more of a niche topic, more of a strict pro training map, right? Pedestrian signs are something that are so useful all around the world if you know the difference, especially in Europe, where there's so many variations on the number of stripes on the crossing sign, the way the person looks. So I'm excited to get into this, and I hope you guys are excited too. Before I click start game, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We're over 40 subscribers now. Maybe looking back on this video in a year or however long it is, we'll have way more than that, but I really appreciate all the support so far, and it'd be greatly appreciated if you hit that button if you haven't already. Let's get right into this. Pedestrian signs are something I know very little about. I do know a little bit, but not a ton. So, like, something like this. One thing I remember about pedestrian signs, I'm going to be talking about the metas that I kind of knew already before coming into this video, and some that I'll be learning as we go. So, I remember there were a few countries that just used 3 stripes on the crosswalk, like this one here. 1, 2, 3. And I know Russia does it. I believe Finland might do it. I think it's mostly here, like ex-Soviet, or Soviet region countries, like some of these ex-Soviet countries, plus Finland, so, yeah, I am gonna look around. I'm not gonna, lock myself into staring just straight at the sign, because I want to figure out where I am to just get a vibe. Like, it's still good for me to practice my region guessing, see if I know what country I'm in, what region of that country I'm in, even though I'm focusing today on this crossing sign. So this one here, 3 stripes make me think it's a Soviet country, maybe Finland though, but I see a blue strip on this plate, on this plate, on this plate. I also see this word here, Vabriku, that kind of sounds Finnish to me. I mean, it could be like Lithuanian, Latvian, Labriku, and Kongla. Esmaspev. I mean, I feel like this could be Finland, could be Estonia, something around there though. I feel like this region is pretty decent. I think that's where you'd find these crossing signs. So without further ado, let's just get in and guess it. The architecture over here is a little interesting, but we'll guess Finland, I think. I think Finland's a decent guess to start off this video, so let's see. It was Estonia, so I was right. It was in this region. I'm still not sure if Finland does use the 3 bars, but Estonia definitely does. Let's have another look at that crossing sign, actually. Are there any, like, defining factors on the person's body itself? No, not really. I mean, clear feet, like, it looks like a real human model, so maybe that's something as well. But yeah, okay, so this is Estonia. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure this A with this over it is only found, or when you're comparing Estonian and Finnish, I think it's just in Estonian, so that's something to keep in mind. But, okay, pretty good region guess right off the bat. I'm not too upset about that. Didn't get the right country, but it's something that we can keep in the memory bank. Let's move on. Aha! So here's another 3-bar crossing sign, and this looks almost identical to the last one, which is very interesting to me. Almost identical. I mean, it might be identical, actually. Like, I'm having a tough time distinguishing. Vesi Varava, I mean, this is, again, probably Finland or Estonia. And I think this might actually be Estonia again, guys, as surprising as that might seem, because I think, along with Spain, Estonia does this with their signs. So I'm doing some other sign stuff in this video too, I guess. Like, when I see things, if you ask me, like, name all the Geoguessr metas, I don't really know all of them, but if I see something, then I can sometimes remember a meta I learned in the past. And I know Spain often doesn't have white borders around their signs, but I think of the Baltic countries, I don't think Estonia does either. I think Estonia just leaves it with, like, red all the way to the edge of these do not enter signs. The language fits for Estonia, and straight up, Estonia was my first guess because this looks identical to the crossing sign we had last round. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go we're in Tallinn again. And we'll see if we're right. And we were. It was Tallinn again. So back-to-back Estonias, I guess that means we're learning, right? The first thing I thought was this the same crossing sign, and we were bang on. 4,942 points. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this crossing sign has 4 dashes, and it's a woman wearing what looks to be a dress down to her knees. Okay. That's very interesting. So obviously we have blue strips. I mean, we are in Europe. Most countries in this map will have blue strips, but it's still good to take a look at. Taxi courier, Stockholm. Okay. So Sweden. Sweden is where we are. I do remember seeing things where it said Sweden had 4 lines on the crossing signs. So, like, that's the one way to distinguish. I think it was Sweden from Finland, or maybe Sweden from Norway, something like that. Which is something, hopefully, I'll learn in this video. But 4 stripes, and I don't know if this woman is specific to Sweden, or just specific to Stockholm, or what. But I have, well, see, this is a man over here, but this is a woman on this one, and this is a woman on this one, so I'm not sure. Like, very interesting to me, taking a look at these. Actually, this sign looks a little bit different, but these 4 stripes also look fairly thick. So that's something to keep in mind too. They look thicker than the 3 we saw in the last Estonian sign. So 4 stripes, woman. We're in Stockholm. So let's just zoom into Stockholm. Let's give it a guess. But that's something I want to log in the memory bank as well. Pretty close guess, 4990. So we've got 2 cities right in a row. So this is good news. This is good news. I think we're learning very quickly. 4 stripes, and you see the woman in a dress. This could be Sweden. And then the other one with 3 stripes with the pretty detailed man was Estonia, specifically Tallinn. Now, here's a different looking one, very different looking one. This one has 8 stripes on the crosswalk, and the man is more of a generic, like, stick figure. Something like I would see here in North America, or at least in Canada where I live. This is the kind of person you'd see, excuse me, on the crossing side. Tu ciudad, tu deporte. That's Spanish. Your city, your, I forget what deporte means. But, so I think we're probably just in Spain here. So is it Spain that has 8 lines on the crossing sign? That could be an interesting thing for Spain. I don't know if it's exclusive to Spain. A lot of these things that I'm looking at now may or may not be, you know, exclusive to the countries that I'm looking at. But I'm going to keep in mind that I think this is Spain. I mean, I'm just going to take another look around. Remember how I said they often don't have a white border around their signs? How these red goes right to the edge? That makes me think Spain as well. Here's an even better look at a crossing sign. Stick man, 1 arm down, 1 arm bent, with 8 stripes. I'm just going to go ahead and say that we're in Spain. Taking a look at the city. I mean, really hard to tell what city we're in just off this view, but I'm going to guess Madrid. Just going to guess the capital. Seems like a reasonable guess, and we will see. It was Madrid. It was Spain. So that one with the stick figure man with 8 stripes is Spanish. I got that now. Okay, so I got Spain is 8. I'm going to try and repeat these as I go through the video. It'll help me remember, and hopefully it helps you guys remember too. So 8 stripes with a stick figure man is Spain. 4 stripes so far seems to be Sweden, but we also saw a woman in a dress. And the detailed man with just 3 stripes was Estonia. Again, these may not just be exclusive to the countries, but it's something to keep in mind. So this one looks a little different. This man in this picture is not quite the same as the Estonian one. The stripes look roughly the same, still just 3 stripes, but it's a very interesting man with like lots of lines taken out. There's like a line to indicate that's his back leg. Very sort of detailed drawing in a different way. It's not like a detailed person, but some interesting like little cutout lines. So I'm gonna have to look around to figure out where we are because I really don't know. I mean, my gut would maybe be Russia because I know Russia also does the 3 stripes, but no, I don't think this is Russia. In fact, I'd be willing to bet any money that this is not Russia. Wow. Okay, yellow front plate. Could that mean Sweden again? We saw a yellow front plate on a taxi in Sweden last time, but I don't know. No, whoa. What is this? Amantininku, you with a little hook at the bottom. Ujega. It's Lithuania. That's a Lithuanian flag. I was going to say, this language looked... I thought this was a Russian character for a second, but it's not. Okay, so I think we're in Lithuania with this flag. And I'm going to have to remember Lithuanian language. That's one language that always messes me up when I play. So, another ex-Soviet country that uses 3 dashes. Another Baltic country. So, the difference between Lithuania and Estonia, if you're not sure and if you're Baltic, if you see a crossing sign... This little cutout, I would say, so you can see his back leg come down and even his front arm, so you can distinguish front from back. That's a more Lithuanian thing. I'm gonna plop it down to Vilnius, but okay. I know the difference between this and Estonia now. It's drilled into my mind. I guess Vilnius might be a different city. It's not. It's just Vilnius. So guessing the capital seems to do wonders in this map. But okay, I think I got the difference. So that was interesting. So the first round, really, we got him right a few times, but I think that's mostly because I was allowing myself to look around. But I think there's value in that, right? sort of associating my surroundings with what I'm seeing on the crossing sign is a very good way for me to learn. So we saw the Estonian one. We're going to refresh ourselves on each of these. So let's take just a quick look at each of them. Estonian crossing sign, right here. Sort of a detailed man where you can see the shoes and the pants with 1, 2, 3 stripes. Got it. That's Estonia. We saw that twice. We're going to take a look at the Stockholm ones. The 4 stripes with the woman with the dress. Let's see, with the woman with the dress here. And then the man here is sort of detailed as well, similar to Estonia, but 4 stripes. Vilnius we just saw. I don't think we need to refresh that. And Spain was the 8 stripes with sort of a stick figure man. Very generic stick figure man right here. Okay. So I think we got that. I think let's give it another go. I think we'll play this map again. And I think we're just going to try and get as many of these as we can. And just drill them into our head. This one's funny. This literally looks like a kid, like a little kid. Look how short the arms are. Look how tiny the person is. It's 5 stripes. Yeah, right off the bat, I have no idea what country this could be. Although this looking over here seems to be maybe Belgium or something. Maybe Netherlands. It's maybe a little hilly. Might be Belgium, but I'm going to look around in a second. But I'm trying to drill this sign into my head. Like, it looks almost like a little boy with 5 stripes. All right, let's have a look. Oh, that's a Danish sign, but this is a car with a yellow license plate. So, I think this is Denmark. See, it's just a zone, max 40 kilometers. I'm almost certain that this sign here is exclusive to Denmark, even though there's a yellow license plate, which is kind of throwing me off. Denmark is, like, reasonably close to the Netherlands, I guess. Maybe it's a traveling car. Maybe you can get yellow plates in Denmark. But as far as I know, that's Danish only. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think we'll give a good guess in Denmark. Let's have a look at this sign again. 5 stripes and what looks like a little boy. We're gonna guess just outside Copenhagen, and we're gonna see if we are right. Okay. Oh, it's Horsens, which was the town we saw on the sign. So I should have probably known that, but I didn't know that was a city in Denmark. I do now. Horsens. Cool. So 5 stripes, looks like a little boy, is Denmark. These are so weird. I'm hoping I can remember all these at the end of the video. I'll go through one more summary right at the end, if I can see if I can remember all of them, and yeah, we'll see how we do. So, right away, this looks familiar. This looks like the Swedish one, because it's 4 stripes with a fairly detailed man, similar to the one we saw in Estonia, just the man, but with 4 stripes. I think it's straight up Sweden. This looks like a Swedish word as well, and Sweden fills some other signs in with yellow. We can go over here and confirm. This looks like Swedish language. Yeah, I don't think I really need to look around too much, but that sign was familiar to me. So I think we can just straight up go into Sweden again. We're learning, right? We're learning. This sign looks familiar, as it should. I shouldn't have forgotten it already. We're going to zoom into Stockholm. We're going to plop it down, and we're going to guess, and we're right again. It was Stockholm. So that is Sweden. We got that in our head. Ah, a new one. So this one's interesting. I'm going to call this guy Angly Boy, or Angle Man, or something like that, because every little part of him is a sharp angle at the top of his torso, his elbow. Everything here is a sharp angle, and there are no stripes. It's just like one line here, and him crossing. That's something I haven't seen before. This is a lot more similar to a sign I'd see here. Now, again, this blue sign with white triangle, you wouldn't see that here. The signs here in Canada, at least, are white, big white rectangle with a man like this, with also sort of a black line like that, but the whole sign is white. So, yeah, interesting. So, let's try and figure out what country we're in, because this sign is very different. Angly Boy. Okay, we're in Poland. As I thought, because I saw... What did I see? This word. Plotny, but I thought that L had a slash through it, so my guess would have been Poland anyway, because that character is only in Polish. But you can see, like, yeah, just the W on its own is very common in Polish. I think only Polish, so a lot of Polish script here. We have white and red everywhere, plus a flag. Yeah, we're definitely in Poland. So Poland has the Angly Boy. Poland has the Angly Boy crossing sign. I don't think I'm going to forget that. I think that's a very interesting one, and I'm going to plop it down in Poland. It's the middle of Warsaw, and yeah, we'll move on to the next one. This is going pretty well. I think I'm remembering these pretty well when I see them a second time, so I'm pretty happy with my performance so far. This one here. Okay, this is new. So it's another 5-striper. The last 5-stripe we saw was in Denmark, and it looked like a little boy crossing, but he wasn't walking on the stripes. This guy is straight up in the middle of the stripes, plus the sign is different. The white triangle doesn't go all the way to the border like it has on, I think, every every other sign we've seen. And if you look up here, that's a Union Jack, but that looks to be a German flag. So hold on, I'm confused. Smith and Stutz. Oh wait, is that not German? Is that Romanian or something? Yeah, I think that's a Romanian flag. Whoa, that's a big hill. Could this be Romanian? Maybe. MoneyGram. Yeah, .ro. That's what I thought. Okay, so we are in Romania. Very interesting. So this is a cool town in Romania. My gosh. I like the look of this town a lot. Let's go back to the crossing sign. So, 5 stripes. It's again 5 stripes with a little person, but they're walking right on the stripes this time. And unlike the Danish one, and also unlike the Danish one, the triangle is only in like sort of the middle of the sign. It doesn't go right to the edges. That's another thing that I'm going to keep in mind. So, 5 stripes right in the middle with a smaller sign is Romania. It's definitely not Bucharest. Oh, that's what Brasov looks like? I did not know that. Oh yeah, that hill we saw is, I guess, this. Tampa. Cool. Brasov looks really, really neat. I like that a lot. Okay, we'll move on to the next round. So I think I got that one saved. 5 stripes, a little guy. Alright, without looking around, I mean, I'm just... Okay, let's see. Let's not look around. Let's just look at this sign. If you guys have been paying attention, I think this is Sweden again. This looks identical to the last Swedish one. If this is not Sweden, then maybe there's another country that used the exact same, but to me this looks just like the Swedish one. 4 stripes, fairly detailed person. Let's guess it. It was Stockholm again. Look at that. We got it. Okay. So I think at this point, I'm not going to refresh on Stockholm, on Sweden, because I think we have those down. Let's review on the Danish one. 5 stripes with a little guy. Let's take a look at it again here. Look over here. 5 stripes, little guy. Actually, I was wrong. So this one, it kind of does go to the side borders. It's kind of similar to the Romanian one in a way, but you can see what I mean. He's sort of hovering over the stripes and not actually standing on them. So that's the Danish one. Good to remember. The Polish one was funny. It was Angly Boy, right? Without any stripes at all. And that's the one we saw right in Warsaw. It's very similar to what I'd see here. So I'm happy with that Polish one. And we just saw the Romanian one with the 5 stripes, with the triangle sort of not going all the way to the edges. And yeah, with another small person. So there we go. 5 stripes. All right. Do we have time for one more round? Yeah, let's do one more. Let's do a speed round. Let's play it again. And let's just try and go as fast as we can if we recognize them. Okay, so... but no, we remember this one. 3 stripes with a guy with sort of cutouts on his leg and arm. Last time this was Lithuania only. Now, this might also be Latvia, but I'm going to guess Lithuania because this is the same sign we saw in Lithuania last time. Let's see. It was Vilnius, it was Lithuania. We are learning. That is awesome. We got that. We're getting a lot of repeat countries, which is surprising. This is something we haven't seen yet. This is 9 stripes with a detailed man. This is very different. Haven't seen this one yet. It's also a very different sign shape. This is the most unique one we've seen yet. It's just in the top half of the blue rectangle. I'm going to have to look a little bit. Kish mit sommer. Yeah. So this is German, I think. Maybe German. Let's take a look. German, Austrian. Oh, Swiss. Oh, it's Locam. Okay, so this is Swiss. No surprise there. Oh, yeah, there's no blue strips on the plate either. The most unique crossing sign we've seen so far comes in Switzerland, the country that's not even part of the EU. Really unsurprising, but yeah, I'm not going to forget what this looks like. I don't think you guys will either. 9 stripes, or is it 9 or 7? Sorry, it's 7 stripes. I counted wrong. 7 stripes with a really weird looking man, really weird sign shape. I mean, I'm not surprised this is Switzerland, just because Switzerland likes to do unique things like that. So we're going to roll with that. This is another new one. Now, I see French on this sign. It could still be Belgium, but this is a wild crossing sign. Sort of a dotted crosswalk on the edges there. Let's take a look. We see blue strips. It's Belgium, so .be. Okay, so we are in Belgium. We see the red tint on the text, on the license plates. Another hint that we're in Belgium, all the brick architecture. Okay, so the Belgian crossing sign. This is a weird one. So I don't know what to call this one. This guy's kind of thick, right? This is a thick boy because he's smaller, but... he kind of looks like a very square head. It's like Johnny Bravo or something walking across the road. So we're going to roll with that with Belgium. Johnny Bravo's sign is in Belgium. We're going to go Brussels. It was down here in... It's weird. Sometimes they pick the capital. Sometimes they pick some random small town. Oh my. Round 4 of this final seed is very interesting. So 4 stripes again. But this time a guy's wearing a hat. I mean, last time 4 stripes was Sweden, so I mean, my gut would be Sweden again, but do they change the outfits of the people? Like, it's detailed with 4 stripes again, which makes me think Sweden. Let's take a look around. Lysekloster. I mean, that could be Swedish. Very well could be Swedish. Joker. I mean, I don't know. No, it's not. Norges. Is this Norway with the O with the slash through it? I think this might just be Norway. Yeah, I mean, this looks a little more northern. Oh, and look at that. Green license plates. 100% Norway. Those are found basically only in Norway if you're in Europe. If you see green license plates on service vehicles, trucks like this, always Norway. So, yeah, 4 stripes on the sign, but the guy's wearing a hat, so maybe that's a specific Norwegian thing. A different outfit to the Swedish one, because my gut said Sweden, and the landscape kind of looked like it, and I saw these yellow things here, but no, this is going to be Norway. So Sweden and Norway, good to know, both have 4 stripes, but Norway's a little more distinguished, right? Distinguished gentleman here in Norway with the hat. I don't think it's Oslo, maybe something like Lillehammer. It was just near Bergen. Yeah, okay, so that's very interesting. 4 stripes with the hat is Norway. Final one. Oh, would you look at that? I'm not even going to hesitate. Repeat round. We're going to go in the middle of Oslo, and let's see if we're right. It was a bit north. That time it was closer to Lillehammer. Where were we in that one? Lena. So look at that. Great final. See, we got 2 Norways. Man with the hat, distinguished gentleman, is the crosser in Norway with the 4 stripes. We'll have a look at him right here. Sort of bent over, old man. Vilnius, we got Vilnius as the 3 stripes with the slash behind the leg and the arm. Let's see if we can find it again here. Where is he? There he is, right there. Look at that. That's the Lithuanian sign. Let's go back into the Belgian sign, which was the thick boy, right? Johnny Bravo crossing the street was the one in Belgium. Yes, it was. Look at that with the dotted outer line. Got that in Belgium. And the final one in this final round was Switzerland with the super unique, tall, rectangular sign with, I think, 7 stripes in it. Switzerland, you do so many weird things with your signs, and we love you for it. Very easy to remember in Geoguessr. So, yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with this video. I think I learned quite a lot. There's lots of countries I didn't get into here, obviously, like Austria, Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary, whatever. But yeah, I think that was pretty fun. And I'm going to practice this map again in the future, and I'll link this map down below for you guys in case you want to try it out, because for me, I think this was very helpful, and talking it through with you guys watching has really helped me store these in the memory banks for future use. That'll do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Geoguessr YouTube channel. We're on our road to 100 subscribers. We really appreciate it, and I'm really happy with all the support that I've gotten so far. I'm Geoguessr. We'll catch you in the next one.